Kinda getting to me, and I want it to be over. I think that, like, this game actually has positive reviews on Steam, but they're the most, like, tepidly positive reviews you will ever see of a game. There's a lot of, like, and I think I generally agree with the sentiment. If you were, like, a die-hard survival horror fan, and you've already played all of the Resident Evils and all of the Silent Hills and all of the, fucking Clock Tower, you should play Clock Tower before this. If you've played like every survival horror of this era, then it is time to play Curse, at that point, and you still want more, you can check out Curse and it will be interesting to you. But otherwise, this game is pretty rough. I am extremely not that type of person, although I have played a huge amount of survival horror at this point, just by virtue of having played them all on the GameCube. So we're in a pyramid now, by the way. Oh, well, see ya. Wait, I have no weapons. What? Who took all my weapons? Oh, is that gonna be really bad? Is that gonna be a big problem? Please tell me you, oh. Okay, no, good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I don't care about the flamethrower. I care so little about the flamethrower that I'm actually gonna put the flamethrower ammo away as well. Abdul now has 4 different canisters of flamethrower ammo on him. Thank you, Bioshock intro. We're back to fighting the mummies now, which is appropriate, I guess. It doesn't seem that they've learned anything, though. You can still just do this to them. Also, what's up? Why am I here? Did you manage to beat it yesterday? I was lurking a bit while you were on, Giga Bowser. Oh, my hits are, like, not actually hitting for some reason. Please? I'm like, swinging through him. Okay, here we go. I see. Yeah, that... I managed to find a trick to it to beat it somewhat consistently. Ness PK Fire Spam is the play. It stun locks all 3 of them and you just build up giant percentage. It's really good. But yeah, that's just like, Giga Bowser does kind of suck. Spamming rest with Puff, interesting. I guess that would work too if you managed to pull that off. Wasn't there a shiny thing on top of here? Am I just like... Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Hold up, put it back. Still gave it a 10 though. Yeah, I rate things out of... Oh, can I not? Okay, here we go. I rate things out of 5. And I gave it a 5. It's an easy 5 for sure. Great camera. I can definitely see what I'm doing from back there. Man, I have like a eyelash in my eye all of a sudden somehow. This sucks. I think I've been hit by the curse of Isis. I can't get it out. Yeah, a small object. I have a small object for you. It's right here. I have to mess with this a bit to make sure. Okay, no, I think that's probably not it then. Dude, is that even what it is? Like, it like doesn't hurt necessarily. It's just like, get out of my eyeball, whatever's going on.
Here, these pages from the journal will
Oh, why didn't you give me that at the start? No, we're in Egypt now. We were in the museum, then we were in the sewers, then we were in a train station, then we were on a boat for like 4 hours, and now I'm here. I'm gonna have to step away for a second, go like look in a mirror and see what's going on with my eye. I'll be back in like a second. All right, I have no idea. I have no idea. This sucks. Also, he said that he would give me some journal pages, but I don't think he actually did. Unless it's some of this. But no, this is from the start of the game. I don't think he gave me anything aside from the notes that have been in his inventory the whole time. But those have been there the whole time. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if he was supposed to give me something there. Like, were there notes on the floor? I'm just gonna have to continue on while cursed. This camera, like, sucks so much. The fact that it changes here. Yeah, there it is. Curse of Isis. Yeah, that's just like a coffee pasta. Maybe the pyramid goes in here. Okay, cool. It doesn't look like it. I wonder if I'm supposed to... So, like, why... This seems like it fit together. This seems like it actually fit together, and over here it seemed like it didn't. So I kind of think that these are supposed to go in a specific spot. Maybe each of them? But that looks like it fits together and nothing just happened. Uh... I mean, maybe it's... No. Wahid was not revealed to be evil yet. Wahid is still the good guy. Maybe I'm going back to Wahid. Maybe those notes he was supposed to give me have a hint about the puzzle. This was the kind of gaming I was honestly hoping for this entire time, though. Like a good mix of mostly puzzles. Not that I'm any good at puzzle games. Notoriously, I am not good at puzzle games, but you know. Things other than walking in circles and beating up guys. Enter the tomb. Yeah, like look at the picture there. That's the symbols on the... That's the symbols. With my wife at my side. Man has not set foot for nearly 2,000 years. Who knows what treasures await us? Alone on what should have been the greatest day of our lives. Find the words to explain what happened. It was not difficult for us to overcome the fears of enough locals to help us prise open the final barrier of the tomb entrance. So we have preserved what we could of the fabulous contents of Seth's tomb. A task made all the more difficult as news of the strange occurrence has spread. Deny there's a sense of unease. Those two want to go back to England. Nothing. Okay, well, I think that this picture could be the key. Oh, it literally just says where to put them. If you look at the, there's just a diagram of it right there. We don't even have to look at how the symbols line up. Okay. So it's like that. I see. I understand completely now. If the prior expedition solved this puzzle... Oh, I guess the other one was just coincidentally actually in the right position. I had put it there. And I put this one only one off. Damn, imagine if I had just gotten it. Imagine if I had just, like, gotten this on the first try. And I just, like, had no idea why it was correct. That would be really funny. I hope the door doesn't shut on me. Oh, it's just bugs. It's just your classic, like, Egyptian curse. A bunch of scarabs come at you type of situation. Hey, goodbye. And, yeah, Exuno, sorry, I forgot to answer for a second. We got off the boat and are now at a pyramid. I don't know, like, I think they did say, like, they agreed with the captain to rig the controls. So that the boat would go to Egypt instead of Greece. But then they just, like, got off the boat on a rowboat, and I guess they were just at Egypt at that point. They could have done with, like, a 30-second FMV there. I'm actually pretty sure this game has no pre-rendered cutscenes in it at all. I was... Like, the process for getting an Xbox game onto the hard drive involves ripping all of the files out of the ISO, so you can see all the files of the game. So before I do a game on stream, I usually like to look at the files and stuff, just because it's interesting. And the files for this game, there's default.xbe, which is the entry point for every single Xbox game. There's always a default.xbe. And that's like a tiny little stub file. And then there's just a file called game.ae, the .ae file extension. And it's like 500 megabytes, and that's literally it. There's a couple other tiny files for, like, I don't even know what. But, this entire game is essentially just one 500 megabyte file. So I highly doubt there's anything pre-rendered in there. The game is small enough that this honestly would have fit on a CD. Like, if the graphics were worse, this could have been a PS1 game. And Scarab Hand. How are we feeling about this? I'm gonna see if those notes had anything else for me. Yeah, front left. I only have the two objects. I don't know, it's very different from certain other games we've played, specifically Amped, where they like... It was like they were hyped to have all the space of a DVD to make a game, and so they just put 200 songs on the soundtrack. Or like one of the Transworld games where the game includes like 100 different sponsor videos and like trailers for skateboarding videos and the like. Okay, well, why didn't that work the first time I tried it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Every video game has to have a footstep sound. Even though we, like, did the head. Oh, I lost one of my objects. Guess we're going this way. Dude, they're wearing suspenders now. The Jed statue. Well, like, okay, now he's telling me to go in there to where the guy's head rolled out. There's like, I'm starting to think that Wahid is actually not going to be revealed to be evil at the end of this game. I'm starting to doubt the Wahid lore, but like he's so evil. Like, we're gonna beat, like, Boingo, or whatever his name is, the main villain. He had some kind of fake-sounding name. Bupo, that was it. We're gonna defeat Bupo. And then, like, Wahid is just gonna be like, I have to thank you for defeating my adversaries. Now, the curse will be mine. And then he takes the Eye of Isis. And then he turns into, like, a big sand monster. And that'll be the final boss. I'm gonna give you... Because we have weight, I'm gonna give you this. Oh, is it? I can't imagine. I really can't. I mean, this game is just on Steam, and there's also a PS2 version, I think. So for anyone desperate to play Curse the Eye of Isis, it's actually quite accessible. Maybe on Xbox it would be expensive though, just because, like, nobody actually bought the Xbox version or something. I don't know. Maybe especially in PAL regions. I can't imagine there are any cheap Xbox games in PAL regions because nobody had an Xbox. Yeah, this game is totally on Steam. You can enjoy Curse the Eye of Isis from the comfort of your home computer. I was so sure that was going to be it. Okay, that was just a waste of ammo. Is it really just £2 on Steam? That's cheap. Curse the Eye of Isis enjoyers are living the good life. I have no idea who would even own the rights to this game these days. Because, like, the developer went out of business ages ago. Also, damn, this guy is just not dying. We might have to do the thing. What? Reload a little bit faster for me, will ya? Okay. Huh. Hang on. Let's see how expensive it is on US Steam. It's probably like $5. It is $2.99. Wow. Yeah, Curse the Eye of Isis for $3 on Steam. It has mostly positive reviews. Kodomo, after 1.2 hours, says, good classic game. If it's good, then why didn't you finish it, Kodomo? Really makes you think. Let's see. 5 out of 5. Resident Evil of the late 19th century, says Rick. A lot of people reviewing the game after only playing 1 hour. Shaking my head. You guys didn't beat it. But yeah, $3 for this is pretty decent. I don't actually know if I'm like hitting and doing damage or not. When he makes that sound, that seems promising. I'm gonna have to probably kill so many of these guys. I think that he's blocking a lot of the bullets. Alright. Well, I don't have to. That's on me, Exuno. That's me not counting my shots, so I don't know when he's about to reload. So I line up the shot as if I'm going to actually fire it, and then I don't. Yo, this seems bad, though. I think there's probably like a big squisher here or something. A big ceiling squisher. How popular Pirate Yakuza runs will be? So far, I've seen Metza stream a couple on Professional, and I know P-Scholar did one on like Easy. It seems like the run is over 2 hours long. It might go slightly sub 2 hours, depending on optimization, because only like 1 or 2 runs have been done so far. It seems like... It honestly doesn't look like a very good run, if you ask me. That's my opinion. I have not even played the game casually, but I'm not going to be running it because it kind of looks bad. I think it definitely won't be as big of a run as like Gaiden was. So wait, what does Wahid being here even do for me? The door is still closed. Unless... No, door is open now. That's gonna be like a spider person, yeah. Scorpion. Apparently that's when you can hit it. It's the tail. Man, I really wish you could move while doing this. Like, hold up, I'm just gonna go into this cave. I might be able to reload in here. £39. Oh, okay, this is not a safe spot. You know, Rory was just saying apparently the Xbox version is like 40 to 60 pounds online. I don't understand why the console version of this game would be expensive, given that on PC it's £2 on Steam, or $2.99. That's the weak point, but it's exposed for like... One second. I don't have time to actually aim. I think we just have to not aim. No, even just the firing animation is too slow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the details of that Steam version. It might be one of those Steam versions. The reviewers don't seem to mention it, but it might be one of those Steam versions where it's like we're selling a knowingly broken product. You know, this is just the 20-plus-year-old executable slapped on Steam, and you know, without doing this, that, and this, the game won't even launch. It might be one of those situations. I I'm not familiar with the current status of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, but VTMB was like that pretty notoriously back in the day. I think Final Fantasy VII, the PC version, used to be on Steam way back when as well, and it was like completely unplayable. Yeah, realistically it's a collection thing. The entire game tries to manage its save through OneDrive. What? How does that even make sense? That OneDrive didn't even exist back then. How does that work? You know what? I'm switching to pistol for this. I think I see what's going on. I think we have to pistol it to stun. Or do something to stun, and then... Check that out, as if that was good. The path they use is now a OneDrive folder, which doesn't like games randomly writing to it. Interesting. I very briefly, this is like a couple years ago now at this point, maybe like 2 years ago. Um, I had like the EA Game Pass for a month, and I attempted to play Dragon Age Origins. I don't know why, as if I would like Dragon Age Origins, but it did run. It did have like old PC game problems where it was like game demands exclusive full screen at a sketchy low resolution, which I always hate it when games do that. Um, but other than that, it was running. There were a number of games on the EA Game Pass thing that just outright didn't work, which shocked me. Not even very old games. But like I tried playing Need for Speed The Run, and the game was like all fucked up and wouldn't work. And people were just like, yeah, straight up, this game doesn't work. This one is just known to not work. There was another, I think Crysis might have been one of them as well. Or like Crysis 2 or something like that, where it was like, yeah, you know, when you boot up the game on Steam, it's gonna ask you for a CD key that you don't have. Um, you know, if you message EA's customer support, they might give you a CD key. Some people had success with that, but generally, like, no, it's just unplayable. This is the weirdest thing. Darian. Alrighty, well, there goes Darian. He's probably cursed now. I'm gonna have to feed him more dirt.
Miss Sutton, you heard that awful cry too? I'll never forget it.
Honestly,
Quickly, you must find him.
I feel like this
Anyone
game
who
is,
can guide
you know, this game takes itself seriously, but I feel like there's a comedy version of this game where like you just make it so that over the course of the game Wahid keeps showing up in more and more ridiculous ways. Like he just goes through the wall there. I want to see Wahid just like T-pose, vibrate through a wall, and then just appear in the room as if nothing unusual happened. And she doesn't have a lot of healing. Hang on. You got anything for me? I'm gonna put the crossbow away. The crossbow seems like it probably sucks. Yeah, the evil henchmen are just like, well, to be fair, they've only started wearing suspenders just now. Up until now, it was the same model of like black overcoat guy. Hello, let me go, please. Look, it's the 1890s. I'm willing to accept that henchmen probably dressed better back in the day. And maybe I have to flamethrower it. It's clear what they want me to do here. There's literally flamethrower oil right there, just in case you missed it. Kind of bad camera there. I do wonder though, could you softlock the game here by putting both flamethrowers on Damien, that you don't have one? Let's see, that's that. And let's give her that as well. Alright, looks like we've got real ones in this room. Uh-oh. The henchmen are getting butchered. Honestly, just the stuff in the pyramid is killing way more henchmen than I am. I think we gotta wait for him to do the... one of the slow, like, double thrust attacks. Let me get in there and smack him with the bat. That's how it's done. Like, I don't think it's an actual opening to get him when he throws. Alright, I've got their pattern down at this point. Ow. Come on, surely we're close now. I was going for 3 there. I was greedy because we gotta be close. There we go. That one's also, like, on fire. Oh no. I guess this game's not been too bad. My... That's kind of like my main reaction to seeing a big open room in a game that has puzzles. Is just, oh no. Uh-oh. I've been playing the game wrong this entire time. It gets auto-pushed if you just hold the A button. You don't actually have to press the direction. I think there was one of those on the other side I didn't do. I'm not sure where the hot steam geysers are coming from in the pyramid. I don't know if the ancient Egyptians had that. Okay, bunch of bullet guys. It's kind of funny that they don't like they won't put ammo on the floor in this game. They just put a bunch of dead bodies that have ammo on them. That's how they gear you up for like an upcoming boss or something. It's like their chests in an RPG, just dead goons. Oh no, is this a refight? Maybe now I also have to fight the Scorpion. Hang on, do I have a pistol? Please tell me I have a pistol. Okay, good. Is this literally just gonna be the same fight? I think it is. Yeah, the box art's pretty good, right? The box art really gives you the impression that this is going to be some kind of like psychological horror. You know, very Eternal Darkness maybe. But then it's kind of just not. As you can see, I am shooting a scorpion monster to death. I hear that for sure. Yeah, it sounds like when you zoom in on a roller coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon and it plays that sound effect, right? This thing has to be like more bullet than scorpion meat at this point. Like, Ketchup, if you just got here, what if I told you this wasn't even the first time we fought this boss? I fought this like 15 minutes ago as Damien. And then now I'm here doing it again. Okay, it's dead.
The curse is far more potent here. We may have even less time than before. If young Master Dane is overwhelmed here, of all places, I shudder to think of the consequences. Quickly, Miss Sutton, you must cure him of the evil once and for all.
Alright. Well, if we've gotta, like... Let's see, do I still have the Pestle and Mortar? Yeah. My inventory is full of nonsense, though. I don't know that I trust Wahid enough to give him the Eye of Isis. He's gonna do this. And what else can I dump? I'm not even using the shotgun. Let's just get rid of that. I'll keep the rest. Yeah, this game is like... This game is not very good. What I've been saying this whole time is, if you've played every single other survival horror game, and you still need more survival horror, and you're one of those fans, like basically like me for extreme sports games, where it's like, you're one of those fans where you've played all of the normal games that everyone likes and you still need more. So you start like dumpster diving into like the ones nobody cares about. If you're that kind of fan of survival horror games, then at that point it's time to play Curse the Eye of Isis. Otherwise, this game kind of just sucks and I don't recommend it. Well, I need dirt and I need a bucket of water. I don't know where those things are gonna come from. Oh yeah, absolutely. Can I take from Damien's inventory? Yes. Or Darien or whatever. Um, Give me that. I do have a theory. Well, maybe not. But yeah, there are tons of these on Steam nowadays, right? Yeah, it kind of seems like we're gonna have to like get all four of the statues and then put them here. But it seems like they've been getting used up as well, so I don't know what the deal is. Well, hang on. What's that note? Oh, the note is on Darien. Shoot, I can't check it. But I think that the third diagram in that note is probably telling you like what order to put them in this room or something. Well, because we've met up with Darien, the entire pyramid is open now. And I have absolutely no idea where to go. Maybe find nothing on the body. I think it is now officially time to wander aimlessly. And notes are not shared, right? Nah. I feel like the fact that they opened this route up means that probably as Victoria we're supposed to head backwards through the Damien area. Do we think any of these guys are going to be real this time? No? Okay. And maybe, is the statue still here? Like, can I take... No, the statue got used up. Huh, well this is all the way back at the entrance of the pyramid now. Yeah, I might. I might just look this up. I don't know. The pyramid is a big place, and they've given me 0 direction here. My patience for Curse the Eye of Isis wore thin somewhere back on that ship. The entire boat section of the game was kind of so trash that I gave up. See, this is just back in here. There's nothing else going on in here. I can't. Dude, the camera. Okay. I think this is this. But if that's that, then what's this? Okay, both of these doors just lead to the same room. That's a little confusing. But then, wait, what's this? Hang on. It's, nothing. The way you, like, clip up this ledge looks weird. Hmm. There's some item in here that's like... I'm just not finding it. Scorpion apparently has nothing useful on it. I guess maybe I'll just check back the way I came then. It's weird that I was able to... like, take the statue piece back. From where I had put it. Like in that room where it seems like you might need 4 of them. Also, I wonder about that. That ladder that's there. Yeah, I think I came from there. Yeah, I'm just like aimlessly backtracking through everything. I don't know what I could be missing here. It's like there's nothing left. There's really nothing left except for that room. I mean, maybe I'll just try putting the statue in all 4 places and see if anything happens. I only put it in one corner. Maybe we just brute force try all 4 corners and maybe one of them will make something happen. If it's not that, then I really feel like I've interacted with everything in this pyramid and I have no clue what to do. Yeah, like maybe there's a railing or like a random corner where if you interact with it, you know, you can't see it because it's like pyramid color on pyramid color, but there's like, you know, the jar that we need to crush up is just somewhere. I don't know. This game has like a lot of jar crushing action. And I think that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Okay, give me this back. So we'll just try this in every corner. Hello? I'm frozen? None of the controls are working anymore? Hello? I think the game broke. I don't think this is supposed to be happening. Alright. Warning, if you do this wrong on the Xbox version, it'll freeze and you'll have to power down and reload. Yes, correct. Correct, it does freeze. Wait, but it didn't freeze when I put it there before. Does that mean that I had it in the right position the first time I came in here? How does that, what? Like if I try here. Oh, well this save was made after handing the statue back, I guess. Or I didn't get it from Darian yet. Hello, camera. Thank you. Well, if I had it in the right position before, and nothing happened when I had it in the right position, then definitely I need all 4 of these at once, and this is wrong. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Oh. Wait, what? What? That... This is the 3rd corner I've tried putting that in. The first corner, nothing happened. The second corner, the game froze. Then this corner was the one that worked. So it doesn't always freeze if you do it wrong on Xbox. Only occasionally, or maybe it's something exclusive to that corner that makes it freeze. Anyway, I'm kind of just brute forcing this because we don't know, we don't know the order. I think the order would have been on that note that's currently on well, I could just go check Darian and get the note, right? I guess. Let me do that. I think you can transfer notes back and forth. This is the picture. That's not actually very helpful, is it? I have no idea what to do with this. Now that I have it. Kinda seems like maybe you're not supposed to use it in here. And that there's maybe somewhere else. Some other indentation in the pyramid that this goes into. I don't know of any indentations that I didn't already use though. Maybe, oh wait, hang on. Maybe the big room. The big room might have had one. No. It did not. Alright, I have no idea. I quit. I quit and I'm looking it up. Where do I put this thing? It could be anywhere. Pyramid as Victoria. Yeah, there's the warning. Put the pyramid statue on the southeast pillar. Go down the... Wait, what? You'll get the serpent statue. Leave the room and go west to the 2-level room. I think I'm in the right spot. But then it says, go down the ladder. Where's... How do I get to that ladder? Is it, like, off screen here somewhere? Go down the ladder. I would love to. That's what I was just trying to figure out, but... On the west side of the room. Go down the ladder on the west side. Oh, shit. Okay, that's not that well hidden. I'm stupid. You missed a soft lock, Giga. There's a warning in GameFAQs that just, well, Exuno posted it, but I did it. I hit the crash. Or the freeze or whatever. Fortunately, I didn't have to power cycle because there was a mummy in the room that just walked up and killed me slowly. But yeah, there's a puzzle where you have to pick the correct pillar to put a thing on. And if you put the thing on the wrong pillar, then the Xbox version just freezes. I guess. This seems pretty bad. Man, the mummies have so much HP, it's kind of hard to fight them like knife only if there's 2 of them. Here, I've been hoarding ammo this entire playthrough. I don't need to. Gotta back up a bit, maybe? on. This is definitely it. Oh, strange indentations over here, actually. I thought it was in the door. Oh, it was just some rocks. Abdul, you wanna back me up on this one? I don't think we're first trying this. Okay, no, it actually was pretty easy. Look, it was like I'm stuck. I hoard resources because I know what happens when I don't. Resident Evil 0 is what happens when I don't. There was a point in that game when I think I had no ammo and no healing. Or like very little ammo and maybe one green herb, something like that. It was, there was like a boss fight against like a bat monster in a cathedral. It was right after that boss. I had like literally no supplies left. I had like one heal, barely any ammo, no heal, no saves. It was just like, well... Wait, does it? What's considered the bad ending for Silent Hill 2? I just kind of played that game casually years ago and got some ending. I got the in water ending. That might be the bad one. I guess on reflection, that could be considered a bad ending. That's true. Towards the end of the game, I think I didn't realize that the gas canisters were like ammo or something. There was some kind of problem. Towards the end of the game, I had like 4 gas canisters, and anytime we got to a new area, I would have to move up my gas canisters. If you don't heal enough, James drives into the lake instead of home. That's what causes that? That is stupid. Okay, so looking for umbrella. O with the lines, asterisk. Umbrella O with the lines, asterisk is this one. That is, stupid. That's stupid. I disagree with that. Everyone must get in water, though, because, I mean, I just didn't need to heal that much. It's not that I was hoarding. I just am too good at the game. Like, if you're good at the game, you're gonna not heal as much, and then you're gonna get the bad ending. Oh, hi. Oh, you have to have below 50. Is that what it is? Okay. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Get the bucket. We're gonna have to fill that with water at some point. Percent of time at low HP, then total healing. This is asterisk lines Ankh. Which is this one right here. Cool. I'm just sort of assuming this is how the puzzle works. It has to be, right? This is going to be where I came from. And then we got lines onc asterisk. I don't think it was Zelda AI95. I mean, Zelda might have. There's the origin of all like box pushing puzzles and gaming is a very ye olde Japanese game called Sokoban. And Sokoban may very well have ruined gaming, although I do find it fascinating in like a game design sense that like some Japanese guy in the 80s was like just like probably looked at his warehouse job and was like, this is kind of like a puzzle, and made a little game out of it, and that he like unknowingly discovered like a game mechanic that would become a staple of all gaming for the next several decades. You know what I mean? Like, little did you know that box pushing, because this one guy thought box pushing would be interesting, and he was right, I guess. Little did you know that the foundation of video games was going to be jumping, thanks to Super Mario Bros., and pushing boxes. Oh yeah, I know, Sturchan. I'm backing up to the save so that I can juggle my inventory. We're going all the way back. I bet that, like, if I walked 2 feet forward, Wahid would have shown up. It's a strange set of things that video games are fixated on, though. Box pushing and jumping. Well, we're gonna have Wahid with us when the time comes, right? Can I trust Wahid with the Eye of Isis? I'm gonna do this. I don't even think the oil lamp does anything. Should I give him that? I kind of, you know what? I'm gonna give the Eye of Isis to Darian. Here you go, buddy. Oh, his inventory. Wait, I can't give it. It's stuck in her inventory. I can't actually give it. It's grayed out. Well, here, take the menthol then. If I die, I die. I don't know. I just wonder sometimes, like, if the guy who made Sokoban didn't make Sokoban, would we have would someone else have come up with box pushing? Like, is box pushing really some sort of, like, logical endpoint where it's like, yes, this is top tier, best game design you can think of, jumping and pushing boxes? Like, would these things have come up anyway, or would gaming be extremely different? Yeah, like, it's exactly, that's a better way of putting it, Giga. Like, the way in real life, allegedly, all kinds of different creatures evolved into crabs. Like, the crab was just, like, evolved into in multiple separate occasions. And it really makes you wonder, like, is the crab the ultimate evolution? Is something about the crab just, like, optimal for life? Is box pushing the solution to game design? Box pushing and jumping. Okay, now it's this way. Wait, this is the guy who had the statue. Give me that. We're in Egypt, of course. I mean, but what other country has pyramids in it? This is the Great Pyramid of Scotland, actually. And here's my jar. And now we can mix up the crap. Hold up. Combine. 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 Now we've got the dirt cure. I really do find it very funny how in this game we constantly have to cure Darian of the curse by feeding him dirt. Where the hell am I, by the way? This is like a new area. Or something. Should I have backtracked? Yeah, this looks not okay. This is getting a little bit gutsy. I'm backtracking to go get Darian. The pyramid's getting a little bit too H.R. Geiger for me down here. Okay, yeah, here's our shortcut back. That's good. One day this building will be a Bass Pro Shop. I do find it really funny that that exists. The Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Doesn't get much more American than that.
Miss Sutton, there is no time to lose. We are so close. I shall wait until young Master Dane recovers. But the Collector is one step ahead of us as always. And we dare not lose sight of why we are here. You must stop him. Take the statue with you.
Yes, I think he does. Well, I don't think we're gonna... Here's what we're gonna do. Abdul, take the pestle and mortar. Hello? Oh, Abdul's inventory's full at this point. He's got 5 gas canisters on him. That's like taking up Abdul's entire inventory. It's ridiculous. Well, a lot is going on. I don't really know why the goons are here. Like, how did they follow us here? I don't know how everyone else also found this pyramid. That's not really explained, but we're here because we're trying to return the slab. We're trying to return the Stone of Isis or the Eye of Isis or whatever, the little statue thingy, so that we can end the curse. Meanwhile, there's a guy named Bupo. That's actually his name. And Bupo, I guess, they keep calling him the Collector. So I think he's some kind of, like, evil antiquities collector. And he wants the Eye of Isis. I don't think he has any evil plans with it. I think he just wants it because he's an antiquities collector and he thinks it's cool. Then you have Lechat. Lechat. And he's like a thief. He's like a ninja thief with a crossbow. And that's him, by the way. He wants it so that he can, like, extort money from Bupo for it, I think. And then on top of all that, there's the mummies, who are just here because they live here. How inconvenient that we just happened to fucking drop it right into his hand, by the way. What a horrible thing to happen. No, the thief might have been hired by Bupo, but we saw those letters that indicated that the thief was also extorting Bupo. He was like, I have the thing. If you want it, give me X amount of dollars. Like, it's not super clear to me exactly what's happening there in their relationship, but I don't think they're allied, because why would Bupo send, like, 100 guys in suspenders if he could just send the ninja? I'm smelling a boss fight here, by the way.
It's over, thief. That statue belongs to
Yeah,
me.
see, they are not working
Now
together.
say your prayers.
That's Bupo, by the way.
So,
Wait, am I
you're
gonna
the
have to do
first,
battle
is
with
it?
Bupo himself?
Very well.
Oh, Tarion.
No, the curse is gonna possess Bupo into, like, a sand monster. It has to.
You've caused us a lot of trouble, friend.
Dude, when we unmask him and he's Wahid. Wait, who the hell is that?
What on earth?
So, my suspicions were...
Who the hell is that?
You knew about this.
Miss Sutton,
Is that the
you
wife?
underestimate yourself. Strong as you are, there is another force which has protected you thus far, that of Isis herself.
Who is that?
Power to protect the earth from the evil curse which she knew may be unleashed one day. This Lechat, acting alone, for we have seen no accomplices, has negotiated this treacherous path with equal ability.
But I don't understand.
Your mother, Clarissa, was pregnant during the expedition which began this unfortunate affair. As your dear father noted...
Do you have a
it was
secret
Clarissa
sister?
who
It was
first
Clarissa
removed
Sutton.
Arnold's resting place, accompanied by a most...
There was a secret sister. What?
After the expedition, when ill luck befell the party, we never heard from the Suttons again. I
Wait.
believe they blamed Dr. Dane for their poor fortune. That Clarissa had been carrying twins, well, that is something we were never to discuss.
No, Okay.
Evidently, Isis herself foresaw she would need mortal assistance in bringing events to a peaceful conclusion. That responsibility was shared between two women of courage, who have survived their differing paths through life.
So I
as
think there are
ignorant
two
of the
separate
other As
families.
they were of the existence of the other.
There was a secret twin sister.
Statue must
That
be
is some
returned
soap
to
opera
the
type
place.
shit. Yeah.
Darian, no.
Wait, what's happening in the background?
It's effect upon you.
I must. My family has much to atone for.
Where's Bupo going? He's being dragged deeper into the pyramid. Okay, so I think let me explain the plot as I understand it. There's the Dane family and the Sutton family. They both went on the expedition to Egypt together. It was, you know, both of our parents, right? At the time, Darian was like 8 years old and he was left home, but the Sutton wife, Clarissa, was pregnant and had twins, which for some reason were then separated at birth, so they would never know each other. And that's Victoria and Chat over here. That's what happened. You can't just unmask the character and it's someone we've never even met or heard of before. That is the stupidest plot twist. That is the dumbest thing. Okay, he's got the mortar gun. I feel like we're gearing up for the ending here, so I'm gonna try to get all of the stuff onto Damien. And Wahid, I guess, is pretty much confirmed not evil at this point, I feel like. As for why, yeah, this doesn't really explain why Chat was like a ninja thief who wanted the Eye of Isis. Maybe if we like went back and watched the cutscene again, it would make sense. In like she was also trying to return the eye. But in which case, why was she not just working with us? Why didn't she say that? Wahid is the save point and item box. It seems that he's not evil, he just has a knack for always showing up at really strange times. Wait, the Eye of Isis can be... Well, I have 584 bullets, so it's time to solve this the American way. Yeah, you can see that he blocks the bullets. I assume a bullet does more damage, but that is a bold assumption to make. It really doesn't even seem like the bullets do more damage than the bat. I have a lot. Let me check in a second here. I have 23 amulets and 17 smelling salts, so I have 40 healing items. That's pretty good. I figure I ought to be able to mostly play this unsafe, as long as it doesn't take forever to figure out how to kill. I have to assume that there is gonna be a final boss, right? This game has had boss fights. It's not like this game doesn't have bosses. Another bear is gonna show up somehow. Maybe now I can place the Eye of Isis? Still no.
Darian! Over here!
Great Scott!
Uh-oh. Man, these people really have to like honestly, just like wear the Eye of Isis around your neck on like a lanyard or something. They keep dropping it. Final boss is Slug Monster Boopo with lasers. Kind of looks like his weak spot is his arm that he shoots with. The mortar's just been like too slow to get anything done this entire time. Oh, now I can shoot him in the head. Now I can't. He like shoots chunks of himself out and they're explosive. I feel like if I just do this, he can't really... I feel like he's got no answer. There we go. It kind of seemed like whenever he was about to fire a laser, I would just instantly cancel it. And that I also had a safe spot from his explosives. Where's the eye? Eye of Isis. Was that literally it, do you think? Is there going to be another phase, or was that the final boss? I think that might have been it. Oh no, okay, well... Maybe now. guy's gonna pop out of there.
Is it over?
Yes.
No, it's over. She just said so.
Friends, you have done great service. The evil that your parents unleashed.
They didn't want to hire a voice actor for Leshat, so she just doesn't talk.
Cannot happen.
She just never says anything. She's just standing there.
You have your own lives to lead, and a good deal to catch up on.
No, Bupo said some lines. He said some stuff. Credits. Stop the timer. GG. Thank you, Sai1 Poon, for producing this video game. Lead character artist was a guy named Tak. No, we just, we put the Eye of Isis back, so the curse is over. Never trust Wanna-Do edition. A lot of QA testers for a game where I accidentally broke it like 5 times. QA testers missed that there are certain walls you can literally just walk right through. Yeah, you know, that's... Maybe QA knew, but this game took like 4 months to make, so they didn't fix it. It's pretty rough though. Perhaps the Xbox port was very low priority because nobody bought it and they knew nobody was gonna buy it. Just that there are a lot of bugs in the game. There are certain walls that it seemed to just be pretty easy to walk right through. There was a puzzle about half an hour ago where if you do it wrong, the game just freezes. And actually, that was not my first time getting a game freeze. There you go, Curse the Eye of Isis. It is done. After this, the developers unfortunately went back to making licensed games for children. They made this between like Bob the Builder and like Dora the Explorer, something like that. It was a sad life. making games at whatever dev this was. This was their one shot at getting out of the early children licensed game market. Anyway, let's wrap this one up. Let's officially wrap it up. So that was game 27. Curse the Eye of Isis, beaten in 8.5 hours. I didn't think this game was gonna be that long. And a lot of that was me being horribly lost and confused. If I were a little bit less stupid, I think we could easily cut the 8. Probably even cut the 7 on a casual play, but unfortunately I'm me. Yes, absolutely, there was a sewer level. It was connecting the museum to the train station. I mean, it's happening on screen right now if I swap back quickly. There you go, sewers. Sewers are real. So yeah, if you've already played literally every other survival horror and still demand more, this game might be okay for you. Otherwise, do not play it. I mean, mostly it's kind of just like a little bit uneventful. It's a little bit uneventful of a game. There's a lot of wandering around aimlessly, being a little bit confused as to what to do. There's a lot of like very precise hitboxes, so you'll try to use an item correctly, it won't work. And then you'll find out that actually you were right, and it's just that like you weren't standing in quite the right spot, that kind of thing. There's a million fake locked doors. Yeah, this definitely has the tone of like a suspenseful horror game, but it sort of falls flat on the delivery, so mostly it's just boring, is how I would really describe it. Some of the ingredients are there, but it just doesn't deliver on anything exciting happening at all, so it's just like, well, this is boring. It's a bit of a shame. Does How Long to Beat say 6.5? Man, see, normally I beat How Long to Beat. I think survival horror is one of the genres where I don't always beat How Long to Beat because I'm so bad at it. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a 2. I'm not gonna give it a 1. The boat section is a 1 out of 5 type section. I hated that boat, but the rest of the game was passable enough that I'm willing to give it a 2. But yeah, I don't recommend playing this unless you're like a mega survival horror fan. Not total dog shit, just not very good. I feel like there is room for a Wahid spin-off. I unironically think you're right, Exuno, because they had a bunch of journals about the expedition, the initial expedition. If they did a Curse 2, they would probably have to call it like Curse, you know, or like Eye of Isis 2, The Curse Begins, you know, and it's about Wahid on the initial expedition. And you see them get they get the statue, they get the Eye of Isis, and then like everything sort of descends into madness from there, and Wahid barely makes it out with his life, that kind of thing. Curse Origins, perhaps. Wahid to fight bears in Egypt. Now we're just going full Yakuza 5 with it. Is he gonna fist fight the bears?